What's up guys, my name is Pierre and this is a $20 adapter. I use it to adapt my vintage FD and MZ lenses to my modern camera. It's changed the way that I shoot videos and take pictures, and it's super easy to use. The value that vintage lenses can bring to your work is limitless, and getting into it won't break the bank. The first thing that you would need to know when trying to adapt these old lenses to your camera is the lens mount on your vintage lens. Now I'll give you two examples of two different lens mounts in this video, since these are the lenses that I shoot on. And I'll leave additional information in the description if you want to know more. First step, the Canon FD 50mm f1.8 prime lens that I want to mount on a modern mirrorless camera. The old Canon lens has an FD mount and the Sony has an E mount. So to mount this lens to the camera, I would need to get an FD to NEX adapter. My adapter of choice is this KF concept adapter. But there are a number of manufacturers that makes adapters just like this. And they can be found online for about $20 to $40. The reason why they are so cheap is because there's not much to them really. Since these old lenses are fully manual, so adapting them requires nothing fancy. No electronics or anything like that to complicate things. Simply line up your lens, then turn, lock it and start shooting. Now one of my favorite lenses to use is this Vivitar 28mm f2.8 prime lens. This lens creates great colors and it's still sharp for such an old lens. This lens is also great for shooting landscapes, close-ups and on-the-go footage. It's a PK mount, so there's no need to change adapters if you already have the FD to NEX adapter, since this lens would fit perfectly on it. But let's say you have a Fujifilm camera, then you can get yourself this FD to FX adapter, also from KF, for the same price. Now you would be able to adapt your Canon FD lenses also on this. So there's no need to buy extra adapters if you're planning to shoot only on the Canon FD and Vivitar PK mounts. So one of the best things when shooting on vintage lenses is the character that these lenses give off. It adds a little personal flair to make your footage stand out from the rest. So you can see how easy it is to adapt these old vintage lenses to your modern cameras. And the extra bit of character that it brings to your footage is so worth it. It's also a great way to find new inspiration, or if you're just starting out, it's a fantastic place to learn and grow. And it's not going to break your bank, and in my books that's always a win. Well, that's it for this video. If any of you has any additional questions about shooting on these vintage lenses, please drop your comments down below. I always try my best to respond to each and every comment. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if this is the type of content that you like to watch. And remember, stay creative.